Ford Hyundai.
Dust off the umbrella because you're going to need it tomorrow with rain and even a few storms possible. I'll time it all out coming up in your Breakfast 6 forecast.
Right now on News Channel 6, a program in Richmond County to get inmates ready for life after they get out. An update from the Sheriff's Office.
Plus, a multi-county search is underway for two teenagers who escaped from the Youth Development Center in Richmond County. We'll have a live report.
And a big honor today for our very own Dee Griffin at the Georgia State Capitol. We'll tell you about it as News Channel 6 at 4 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 4.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Brad Means.
And I'm Jenny Montgomery. Thank you so much for joining us. Coverage you can count on begins with a massive search for two escaped inmates. Officers are searching for 14-year-old Brandon Davis and 15-year-old Corinthian Newton. Law enforcement are trying to find the juveniles along Mike Paget Highway and Knight Road, just south of McBean. Hannah Latier joins us now live from the highway right before it's blocked off with more details.
Jenny, Brad, as far as we know, the scene is still active here and updates are continuing to flow in, but here's what we know so far. The Jenkins County Sheriff's Office says the teenagers escaped while being transported to the Regional Youth Detention Center in Augusta. 15-year-old Corinthian Newton and 14-year-old Brandon Davis took a gun from Jenkins County Deputy Milo Perry. They hit him with it and knocked him unconscious. Investigators say the boys shot 3 rounds in Deputy Perry's direction but didn't hit him, and he's now in the hospital. Newton and Davis were last seen wearing orange jumpsuits labeled RYDC, and we're waiting to find out what previous charges they have. Burke County schools are suspending transport to students along Knight Road, Ponderosa Road, and Highway 56 North. If you live in Hancock Mill, McBean, and Bennick Mill communities in southern Richmond County, you should lock your doors and be on the lookout for any suspicious activity, according to the Burke County Sheriff's Office. And if you see any suspicious activity, call 911 immediately. We talked to a couple nearby, and they have sons the same age as the inmates. Then we seen Burke County just start flying by, and then we seen more different cars just coming by, and we didn't know what was happening.
It's unsettling, to say the least. Every generation says, oh, it's gotten worse, and in some ways it has. And, we try to raise our children to, to keep the right company. I mean, people make mistakes in life, but these kids really messed up.
We'll keep you updated with more information as it becomes available. Again, remember to lock your doors and keep your eyes and ears open. For now, live in Burke County, Hannah Latier, WJBF News Channel 6.
Hannah, thanks. The Richmond County Sheriff's Office teaming up with a food service company to give people a chance at success after jail. News Channel 6's Isabella Moody joins us now.
The program started back in 2022, and its goal is to help inmates achieve what they may never have imagined. The program focuses on inmates getting a certification from the National Restaurant Association. It is a second chance for the inmates to provide them with job skills and build self-esteem to prevent incarceration.
Well, it has been a huge morale booster amongst our inmates, and being that, like the major said, it gives them something to look forward to when they get out. They get to spread the word amongst other inmates of the program and the benefits that they receive from it. It also reduces or increases positive behavior within our facility because it gives them something to do so they're not sitting around.
This March, there were 4 graduates, and there are 11 currently in the program, and more on the wait list.
All right, thank you so much, Isabella. It's time now for a first check of the forecast.
Meteorologist Miller Hyatt joining us now, keeping his eye on it.
In your Breakfast 6 forecast, Brad and Jenny.
All right, Miller, we do appreciate it. Some Augusta commissioners are having second thoughts about the punishment they imposed on a local nightclub. Earlier this month, Club Rain was placed on 6 months probation. This after sheriff's deputies told commissioners there was a deadly shooting outside the business in January. Now a motion is before commissioners to have that action rescinded.
For me, rescinding the decision to put Club Rain on probation, where They've been open for 9 years. This was one incident that happened outside of their club. I say give them a second chance as well. They have 3 deputies.
Back in January, in a letter to commissioners, the sheriff's office recommended that the club's license be revoked. A bill to expand South Carolina's private school voucher law is moving forward in the State House. The bill would allow all families, regardless of income, to access taxpayer money to use for educational purposes, including tuition at private schools, homeschools, and public schools outside of their district. The latest proposal would also remove the income threshold and establish universal eligibility for all families by the 26-27 school year, and cut the $15,000 student cap starting the following year. The bill now goes to the Senate.
A new art exhibit at USC Aiken showcases posters that represent Polish culture. They were donated by a late local educator. Graham Lee takes us there.
With the 80th anniversary of D-Day in June, USC Aiken is celebrating Polish culture with these historic posters, which were donated 30 years ago by the late Dr. Leonard Kaczynski. He was a longtime Aiken resident who was passionate about Polish-American culture. He taught courses in education and English at USC Aiken, Payne College, and Augusta College, and also designed the English curriculum for the Aiken County School District. Kaczynski even earned the Order of Merit of the Republic of Poland from the Polish president. His grandchildren say having these posters on display is an honor.
It means the world to us, because we actually remember him pulling out posters when we were children and showing them to us on the floor. And then they had to be rolled back up and placed in storage. And to see his legacy continue, there's not a word to describe how much it means to us.
The exhibit is free to the public and will be open between now and April 1st. In Aiken, Graham Lee, WJBF, News Channel 6.
Today is National Single Parent Day, first observed in the U.S. in 1984. And today, News Channel 6's Dee Griffin was recognized at the Georgia State Capitol. You know, single parents throughout the country are being honored today for their hard work and rearing their children on their own. The state of Georgia started honoring single parents back in 2018, a bill signed into law by Governor Nathan Deal. Every parent nominated is recognized in Atlanta, whether they were a finalist or an honoree. Dee was nominated by Georgia Representative Carlton Howard.
There are a lot of single mothers in Augusta, but I don't think there are none like Dee Griffin. She has been able to go through some challenges and raise her son Pierce, and also do the things that she normally do, multitasking with her television program, and she's constantly being pulled on by those in the community to do various things. And I've just watched her from a distance, how she's been a great parent and a great mother.
Being a single parent, you only have your solo parent in that household, and this is for male and female that we've been able to recognize.
The Georgia Single Parent Coalition was formed more than 15 years ago, creating a central location for single parent resources in the Peach State. Workshops, both online and in person, are offered, and family events bring all single parents together. What a special day, Dee. Thank you for all you do, and congratulations. Today, a full Senate panel is reviewing a bill to let cosmetologists and hairstylists practice outside of a physical salon. This proposed bill would cover services including blow drying, makeup application, and hair braiding, and there'd be clarification regarding licensing requirements. So those folks would be able to provide their services in hotels or other people's homes, no problem.
I don't know how that's regulated when you're not in a place where they can come in and check on you. But I don't think it should be illegal to go to a wedding venue to do if you're being checked in your salon. I almost think there needs to be a balance.
Makeup can be tragic if proper sanitation and disinfection is not implemented.
A similar bill passed in the Georgia Senate, and a House committee is now reviewing it. President Biden canceling another $6 billion in student loan debt. The White House says this round is going to help 78,000 public service workers, including teachers, nurses, and firefighters. Nearly $144 billion in federal loan forgiveness has already been approved for about 4 million borrowers.
Coming up, many Georgia farmers are trading peaches for olives.
But the reason why just might surprise you. Stay with us.
We've got some storms brewing for your Friday. I'll time it all out. Coming up in your Backer 6 forecast.
Ready to go. It is Agriculture Week in Georgia, and the number of peach growers is shrinking, but it has little to do with the climate.
Eden Hodges tells us how some farmers are pioneering their way to producing a new crop.
It may look like Italy, but it's not. We're actually in a place that's known for their sweet onions, and even lesser known for their olives. The sights of Sicily in your backyard.
Me and a few others are guinea pigs in many ways.
Tommy Williams and his wife Stephanie run Terra Dolce Farms, named for the sweet earth that gives Vidalia its signature crop.
Kind of like Vidalia onions, there's something special about the flavor of the oil. It's more of a delicate flavor.
They're one of around 10 olive growers in the peach state, trying something new.
It's not easy to grow peaches, and I think that's probably the reason we have less peach growers than we used to.
It's not too much easier growing olives, but after winning gold from the New York International Olive Oil Competition, they got the fever.
The biggest thing for us is to find a variety that works for this part of Georgia.
The award came after their very first harvest 10 years ago. Since then, they've scaled it up.
It's still a challenge. It's going to take some time. People that grow olives around the world have been doing it for thousands of years. You know, it's just something their family members have done. A lot of knowledge passed on from one generation to the other.
So far, that's the hard part, not having a reference farm to go off of. They say they might not figure it all out now. That's what the next generations of their family are for.
It's been a family affair since the beginning.
Plus, our kids need to work.
Yeah. Right now, these trees are just flowering. Pretty soon, the farmers here will know from these blooms just how good their harvest will be this fall.
The USDA, by the way, says colder temperatures are better for fruit trees that require frost temperatures in the winter.
This includes peaches, blueberries, apples, cherries, and plums. We'll be right back.
I'm a turn watching that.
Nice.
Thank goodness.
All right.
Thanks, Miller.
Coming up, the largest plane ever built.
Pretty impressive. We're going to tell you how it's going to help the environment.
There's a lot to it. Is more important today than ever.
A Colorado-based startup is developing the world's largest plane to try to make clean energy more accessible across America.
The Windrunner, created by Radia, is designed to deliver blades for large wind turbines, which are too big to be transported by road.
Those planes hold 12 times the volume of a Boeing 747. They're going to be stationed at regional hubs all across America. Early reports indicating the planes will fly as soon as 2027. There's a lot more coverage you can count on at 4:30.
Including tech giant Apple hit with a sweeping antitrust lawsuit today from the Department of Justice. These up next at 4:30.